Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here, not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Wasting no time. He's going to go deep on the first play. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks.
What a way to start this game. This quarterback saw a matchup that he liked. He had a one-on-one opportunity. He takes it, and there's the accuracy and the arm strength we've talked about with this quarterback. Full display here on the opening play for a touchdown.
So we'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And then first down, right back to the running game.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
The game makes it second and medium. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down and inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Here's that defense shifting again. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Catch made on the left side. Breaking free at the 35. Past the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They were backed up to start the drive. With some bold play calling, great execution. Reese ends it.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative and push way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Point after, not great run. Now they get set to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Gain of 2 yards, and now it's second down and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's complete. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They move the ball to the 41.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
First down, looking to throw the football. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, they don't.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Now it's second down here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
A nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. They're still trying to live up to that to this day.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the out route. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll look to throw it here on second down. He's running out of time here. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. The Ducks are going to cash in here in the red zone. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, that's mano a mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And looking to throw now on first down. The pass is intercepted. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The PAT is good. They go for touchdown, 14-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Caught over the middle is Adams. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And the Ducks come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Here's the second down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
First down at 10. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. The Ducks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Looking to pass here on second down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon. So we're all tied up after that one. Could a potential shootout on our hands here?
Yeah, the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. This one will be fair caught. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down play coming up. He'll ride the back again here. Breaks loose at the 40. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Getting set. There's second down. And a quick timeout called by the offense after the play. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception, maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Using his legs on the scramble. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first down, but he gave him a shot. He'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
The Buckeyes will line up to kick it away. Choosing to return the punt. And the return will be brought down. The Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Movement at the second level of the defense now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Caught over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. And Justin Herbert, of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. Still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got it now inside the 15. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. Great start for this offense. 3 plays, and suddenly it's a first and goal. They're going to run it. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Offense facing second and goal.
Second.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw.
Say like the
He runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. On the move, looking deep. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
I love how this quarterback, Chris, is able to keep this play alive by scrambling away from that pressure, getting to his left, buying some time, just unable to connect it to his receiver downfield.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He stays alive. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense can be very aggressive at this moment. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Touchdown, Oregon. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Looking to throw it on first down. And they heave it deep downfield. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. The pass rush closing in. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Ducks hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried the throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. The pass is off target, and hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
And they will try out the field goal team here. Trying to knock it through from 48 yards away. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Touchdown, Ducks. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this deep to begin the second half. We'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Not a long return, but a hit. Changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Throw to the running back in the flat. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And it's complete downfield. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain and bring up 4th down.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice game.
It's an option look. Pitches to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution of the option.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfect. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. And now you've got another chance at points.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
After consecutive losses, they need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's hit as he throws it.
Oh, he dropped it.
Incomplete, would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, but at least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Fights off the defender. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Lets it go. He pulls it in for a big gain. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And he drops back in the gun. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up this offense.
Boy, how about the defense here? Sitting back in cover 2, taking away anything deep downfield. It puts pressure on the underneath coverage. The linebackers have to have some awareness. This linebacker did a nice job of being able to step up and make that interception.
He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be 1st down yardage.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going or have to settle for 3? Quarterback keeps the football. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Touchdown, Oregon. And this one is getting ugly. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earhole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. The back in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's another interception. We're losing track. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
That's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Using his legs here. He's swarmed by the defense. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. Kick is up and no good. Misfire there, but this has been a thoroughly dominant performance. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes the grab. It's Fowler. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. That gain makes it second and medium. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Buckeyes line up on first and 10.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch in this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
So second down after the incompletion. He'll hand it off. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run.
Will he score here? Touchdown, Buckeyes. This offense cannot be stopped.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the fourth quarter. You can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They'll run it from the gun. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that previous play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And that will pick up a 1st down. They'll spot it at 38.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play.
Baby.
The shotgun running play call. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week's already telling us about game integrity, not giving this running back any pieces at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Good execution. Gets the block and gets the 1st down.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
They'll try the option play here. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defensive coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and
got a lane, can he get in? Touchdown, Ducks. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Lining up to try the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. return here from inside the 15-yard line. And he's brought down after a decent return out of the 31. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. He'll hand it off. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Snags a quick throw. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Pass caught. Second down now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Buckeyes with first and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass is caught. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. An inside give now from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Can he get there on the ground? They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10. Buckeyes will line up here on first down and goal. It's a quick grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run the option. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Running through the tackle. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle.
They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. And the quarterback dropping back. He'll take a deep shot. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. If they get the interception, now can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
They don't want to waste this good field position, but it's third down and long. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Coach makes the decision to go for a two-point conversion. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.